Deputy Councillor Connolly.
And just Minister, just to clarify to an earlier question, thank you. The report was laid before the Houses of the Oireachtas, but it was buried under those reports. It wasn't available on the website. But you are correct in relation to that. Okay. Just in relation to this very specific question in relation to the Galway University Foundation, and it's an issue that arose earlier this year at the public accounts. There was an outstanding amount of money due, 17.5 million, and I'd like clarity, has that been paid over? It was due from the foundation to the university since 2011. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The Department allocates recurrent funding to the Higher Education Authority for direct disbursement to the HEA-designated higher education institutions, including the universities. And the HEA allocates this funding to the institutions, and the internal disbursement of that funding is then a matter for the individual institutions. Universities are autonomous bodies as set out in the Universities Act, and are responsible for their own day-to-day affairs, including the allocation of all its income, both public and private, and in relation to its own financial affairs. Officials in the Department have sought details in relation to the issue referred to by the Deputy. Based on information provided by NUIG, I can confirm the following. The 17.8 million related to funding due from the Foundation to the University on the 30th of September 2014 in relation to capital projects in 2011. This represents philanthropic donations as contributions to the development of the engineering building and extensions to the Art Science building at NUIG. To date, 15.56 million has been repaid to NUIG by the Foundation. The current balance outstanding is 1.92 million, and this is scheduled for payment on the 31st of December 2017.
Thank you for that clarification, Minister, and I welcome the fact that 15.6 million has been paid over, and there is a date now for 1.9 million. This was outstanding since 2011. And I'm fully aware that the universities are independent, and I'm a very proud Galwegian and someone that went to college in Galway. However, in relation to the foundation, the reason I raised this was because it was an issue highlighted by the Controller and Auditor General as an issue in his report in April 17, and he pointed out that it was going back to 2011. Now, that foundation has a board of members in Galway and America, and if you look at the board and the foundation members, you'll take an interest because of the nature of who's on that board, including Goldman Sachs, including Coca-Cola, including Stanley Morgan. So you can see in terms of a foundation and where it's pushing education, which is the bigger issue. But the specific issue for today is that the vast majority has been paid over. My supplemental question is, why was there a delay in this? Why did it take from 2011 to 2017, 6 years for this money to be paid over?
Very good on time. Minister.
Thank you very much. Well, first of all, I have confirmed that the amount of 15.56 million has been repaid, and the outstanding 1.92 million will be paid on the 31st of December 2017. Philanthropic funding is an important resource in helping to widen the funding base for third-level education. And what I would like to say is that the Galway University Foundation limited accounts for the end of June 2016 were attached to the 2016 accounts of NUIG. These accounts were received in the department on the 19th of October last.
Thank you very much. Final comment, Deputy.
But the issue is the money has been paid over. That's the specific issue. When was it paid over? Do you have the date when the 15.6 million was paid over? In relation to philanthropic aid, I welcome that. However, there has to be openness and accountability in relation to that matter, and I've always had serious concerns in relation to openness and accountability, not just with this foundation, but it has come up repeatedly with other third-level institutions, and their accounts, the accounts generally of foundations and the accounts of the universities or the third-level institutions have never been consolidated. And the reason for that in Galway, they say we don't have control over it. However, the president of the university sits on the foundation, and so does other serious members. So there are issues here, I think, for us later on. For today, when was the money paid over?
Thank you very much, Deputy.
Deputy, I haven't got that specific date with me, but what I will say, and in response to the Public Accounts Committee, the Department supports the proposals that emerged during the discussions at the meetings of the PAC earlier this year, and that is that the latest available audited accounts for trusts and foundations should be made available with the main financial statements laid before the Oireachtas. The HEA wrote to all institutions in June and July 2017 requiring this approach. I can, as I said, confirm that NUIG have complied with this request in the 2016 accounts which have been received in the Department. The HEA will continue to work with CNG's office and the universities to ensure best practice in this regard is maintained, and that a view of ensuring transparency and accountability in respect of foundation activities.